Hi everyone, I'm Callie. Welcome back in for another episode of Life is Strange. In the last episode, things got so much heavier than I ever expected out of this game. And I thought that the moment with Kate was obviously going to be the heaviest moment in this entire game. But I feel like now every episode is just one huge tidal wave after another of emotions and wondering what is going on. So in the last episode, Max was looking at a photograph that was taken by William, Chloe's dad, before he ended up dying in the car crash. And Max was able to somehow go back to that moment and stop William from going into the car that day. And I thought that everything was going to be fixed in that moment, that we would go back and visit William and Chloe would be happy. And seeing how the photographs changed, of how angry and sad and how much hatred she has for her stepfather, versus seeing the Chloe that is so happy and doesn't rely on alcohol, drugs, and boys to mask whatever's going on in her life, was pretty surreal. I wasn't expecting that at all. And I think that whole entire scene in the end of episode 3 was more than I ever thought I emotionally would be in this game. So I'm very nervous going into today. We're starting episode 4. I actually don't know what the title of episode 4 is yet. Okay, so episode 4 is titled Dark Room, which is making me think of the weird picture that Nathan started making about Rachel in the dark room, written over and over again. Don't know what we're about to jump into with Chloe after Max had turned back time. I have a really strong feeling that Max isn't going to want to see Chloe that way and ultimately have to make a decision to keep William alive or keep her best friend living her best life. And I feel like this is such an entirely hard decision to make that I can't even imagine making that. Seeing how Chloe is right now, I imagine that her quality of life is not very high. And I'm sure hopping into episode 4 today, we're about to get more dialogue from William and from Joyce and from Chloe. And I'm nervous about it. I've definitely been a little bit dragging my heels to jump into Life is Strange, which is weird for me because I've been loving my time in this game so far. But I think the amount of heaviness has me a lot more hesitant to jump into each next episode. I can't deny that I'm still very curious about how Max is going to handle this situation, which life she will choose. And I know that sounds awful, and I know that in Max's head she's not thinking of it that way, but Chloe is her best friend. Even though her life is better with William in it emotionally, physically it is just as difficult as Chloe is mentally with having David around. So I'm ready to jump in today and see how we're going to handle this situation. I'm already feeling emotional, so I hope that it's not as hard as it was watching those photographs change from Chloe with David versus Chloe with William. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, also coming from parents that have had multiple other partners. My mom had one when they got divorced, and it was a completely different situation. My parents didn't really die per se. I mean, they emotionally were dying to me because of the way that they were treating my sister and I, but their significant others that they chose going separate paths was incredibly difficult. They were very mean to me and my sister. They weren't a loving family at all. I know that David's trying in his own way, and that, yes, I've been a little bit hard on him, but he's the adult in this situation. Yes, he's been through a lot being a veteran, having that paranoia. He definitely needs to go seek professional help, because taking it out on these kids is not good. Not in any form. You're ruining kids' lives. Young adults are very impressionable on the older people in their life because they're trying to figure themselves out. They're trying to figure out what it means to be an adult. It doesn't just come naturally. And having somebody like David around that's constantly pushing Chloe down, even though, yes, he wants the best for her, it's making things so much harder. And this constant butting heads because David wants to stand his ground and Chloe wants to stand her ground is not a good mental space to be in. And David needs to be the bigger person. He's the adult. Yes, Chloe jumped down his throat as well, but David needs to be the bigger person. And in that last moment, he actually raised his hand to Chloe in the middle of the fight. And that's where I draw the line there, because my parents were very physically abusive with me in moments that I definitely didn't deserve it. I hate to see kids go through that. No one should lay a hand on you, not ever. And if you think that that's okay, then I think you need to shift your mental mindset too. But I feel like I'm touching on a lot of really heavy topics, which is a part of this game, it seems. I mean, we've already dealt with depression, suicide, drug abuse, and anxiety all the way through this entire game. So I think it's an awesome game to kind of lay these cards out on the table and talk about them very openly. So I see you guys out there in the comments giving me your life story, and I've been really enjoying hearing from all of you out there, because I know you guys probably heard it from me a couple times already in the series, but talking about it helps. For me, it definitely helps take some of that burden and that weight off of your shoulders. You don't need to be carrying around boulders of emotional baggage, and talking about it, and even if it is just typing on the internet and letting it out, or writing it down on a piece of paper and throwing it away, or burning it in a bonfire, it seriously helps. If you are struggling in any form with something that happened in your past, write it down. Talk about it. Put it in the comment section. No one here is going to judge you. And if they do, then they're not worth reading their comment. That is something that I've definitely learned being a content creator, that someone's gonna have something nasty to say. Do I take it personally? No. I don't take it personally at all, because I know that that person behind the keyboard typing those nasty things to me is also struggling internally. I can't help but just feel for them. So instead of getting angry or feeling like it's pointed down at me, I just take it with a grain of salt and realize, hey, maybe that helps them. I don't know. Maybe saying that I'm annoying or I'm ugly or whatever helped that person get through their day. That's kind of just what being a content creator is. But I'm definitely rambling on. I think I'm a little bit nervous to start episode 4, seeing how dark and heavy each episode has been getting. But I can't wait to hop in with you guys and see what happens next. The little crab. Oh yeah, I forgot, in this timeline there's a bunch of like whales that are washed up on the shore. I wonder if Rachel Amber's still missing in this timeline, or if she's like, I don't know, if she's around still. Are her and Chloe friends? I have so many questions. What do you do with like huge whales that come up on the beach? Is there anything that they can do with them? Or they just kind of lay there to rot? There's so many. I wonder what happened to Chloe. There was a picture of like her and her new truck. So I don't know if maybe she got into an accident instead of William, or I don't know.
It's weird hanging out with you again.
I know. I'm glad we are, though.
It was nice that you sent me actual letters. It's more than any of my other friends have done. And you even wrote on that cool parchment paper. That's so Max.
So pretentious. But I love writing on it like an English poet. You deserve the best stationery.
Probably easier to write than to visit me. I don't mean that in a bitchy way. Not totally. You probably wanted to avoid awkward conversations like this.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Look, the worst thing you can do is treat me like a baby. I still want to laugh and talk shit with my best friend. Can we stop? This is seriously the best view of the sunset. What do photographers call that?
The golden hour.
See? Without you here, I'd have no clue. Bet you could take some amazing shots. Those beached whales are so sad. I kind of know how they feel.
Yeah.
At least, I'm alive here with you.
You're a real survivor, Chloe. I know you have to deal with so much.
I don't want anybody else feeling sorry for me. I can do that. Along with my parents. My dad still feels guilty about buying me that car.
So it was the car accident. I don't want to blame William. That's...
Are you okay to talk about the accident?
We never actually have, huh? There's not much to say. Some prick in an SUV cut me off when I flew into a ditch.
Jeez.
Do you remember everything?
I saw everything in bullet time. I felt my back snap, and that was the last thing I ever felt in my body. When I woke up in the hospital, I literally couldn't move a muscle.
Jesus. I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. I'm just happy I did get to see you again. I could have ended up vanishing out of the blue like that girl from Blackwell.
Is she talking about Rachel?
You mean Rachel Amber? When was the last time you talked to her?
Never. I just read about her in the news. I didn't even know her name. You did?
This is such a different world than when we were kids, isn't it?
After that snow and eclipse, it's more like the end of the world.
So Rachel is still missing in this timeline. So Chloe had nothing to do with her disappearance, like, at all. Still, something stayed the same. That's really interesting. You think it might be? Don't say that.
Do you think so? I haven't kept up with the details.
I have more time on my hands than you. Plus, I'm a science nerd.
Wow.
But none of this makes sense.
I know things seem out of control, but as long as we're together, I don't feel afraid.
Hanging out with you makes me feel like a total kid again. You don't even know.
Listen, Chloe, I'm sorry I haven't been out to see you more. That was wrong. You're my best friend.
Max, thanks for coming out to see me. You're doing awesome.
I don't think so.
My nose is getting cold. Maybe we should get back to my place?
It is hella cold out here.
Hella? I hate that word, no offense.
Wow.
None taken.
She's a completely different girl. Loves science, hates the word hella. It's so strange to see Chloe like this. Wonder if it has to do with the accident or the parenting. I don't know. Both can change your life so much. Chloe doesn't even know who Rachel is. Like, they've never seen each other. The house is all like painted and well taken care of. It's so wild. Oh, her room's downstairs now. In the
It's a pretty
garage.
high-tech lair.
Feels like a high-tech cell. But I am lucky my parents bust their ass to take care of me. I know it's hard for them.
They're grateful you're here with them.
Right. Especially when they can't even take a walk alone. Sometimes I act like a total teenage brat just to give them an excuse to yell at me. Pathetic, I know.
Chloe, you're a great daughter. You're kind and sensitive when you don't even have to be.
Trust me, I still get my rage on. Especially when a nurse has to watch while I take a dump so she can wipe my bum. Or when doctors flip me around like I was a science doll.
I can't even imagine. But you're still amazing. You always have been since we were kids.
Thanks again for coming, Max. I, need to get my drink on. Can you bring me some water?
Wow, so they redid the garage to make it Chloe's room. It's crazy. What is this?
That's a serious heat lamp.
Oh, a heat lamp.
Does Chloe look at the garden and think about her childhood? She can't even feel the grass now.
This is so sad. Gosh, look at all this stuff.
At least Chloe doesn't weigh that much.
Like all of the medical stuff. I guess, are her parents like making a lot of money together? Because they definitely weren't with David and Joyce together, but...
Oh man. She has to use that ventilator just to breathe.
like she's constantly on a ventilator still? That's not good. Knowing what I know about long-term use of ventilators, because I used to be an x-ray tech for 5 years. It's not good. Don't think that Chloe will be living very much longer on a vent if she's still needing it that much. But I don't know. Maybe this game just didn't do their homework very well. Because, I mean, we don't actually know when the accident happened. Years ago?
Hello, Chloe. She likes fluffy animals now.
A hot dog.
Oh, the snow dough. I guess not everything changed.
Is that the one that we broke? Look, she has more.
Snow globes are taking over.
Yeah. Love snow globes still. Yeah, because there's even like a ventilator. Oh my goodness.
I still can't believe I put Chloe in that chair. Chloe's message board since the accident sure looks lonely. I didn't add much. Bad.
Oops, I didn't mean to cut that off. I think she said bad, Max.
It's nice my parents sent a card at least.
Chloe, you know we love you and you're in our hearts and thoughts. We hope to see your smile soon. Please be well. Ryan and Vanessa Caulfield.
I wonder who this is. Kind of a generic card.
Yeah, kind of. Dear Chloe, I'm so sorry for what happened. Know that I'm here for you if you need anything. I hope you feel better and I hope to see you again. Megan.
I wasn't very available to Chloe. Real nice.
Chloe, just thought I'd drop a quick note to let you know I'm thinking about you. I feel so lame writing stuff like, I hope you are well, etc. I know your life is so different now and I don't want that to get in the way of our friendship. Yes, I haven't been around lately, but that will change soon. I hope you're well. Love, Max. I didn't think that was like too insincere. It's better than like, you know, sorry for what happened.
At least I sent road trip selfies to Chloe. I'm sure that made her feel great.
The hot dog. Did we send that hot dog to her maybe? And that's why it's on her dresser? But yeah, sending her a selfie is kind of like slap in the face.
Max, it is so cool that you're here again.
I'm glad you think so.
She said she wanted water, right? The salt lamp. I have the same salt lamp behind me.
There's the old Chloe.
Bunk bracelets. Look at this like computer and she has makeup.
I should offer to put makeup on for Chloe. Not that I can, but it would be fun.
And there's like a whole bathroom. Bathroom are a gas mask optional. Oh, bathroom area.
Man, Joyce and William built a whole new bathroom for Chloe.
Yeah.
They're so great.
Are they like... I mean, they have to be doing well financially now.
You're really my only friend who kept in touch.
I should have kept more in touch.
Here's the water. I'm not going to touch it yet.
That must be her mighty morphine machine. No more bongs for her.
Morphine. Jeez.
That is so incredible. And she can browse cat videos on the web.
How? Oh, the mouth. Whoa.
Whoa, Chloe can totally control her computer. It's so great people get this high-tech help.
I've actually seen this before where you like blow to go certain places on the computer. That's really cool.
Chloe is still a punk at heart. But she can't stage dive anymore.
Yeah.
That's so cool that Chloe has made friends online.
Hot Wheels chat room. For your safety, don't give personal info in the chat room. So what are you doing? Talking with you. Wait, what's her name? Miss Blue? It's probably Miss Blue, isn't it? I'm about to go binge Quantum Leap. I love Scott Bakula rules. So do you. I hope we can meet soon. Not if you're in San Francisco. Hey, I have to take care of some body work. Let me get back to you. You better. Hello. Yeah. Sounds like they have friends here at least. This chat room. All right. I think that was everything. I really
Glad to
shouldn't
see you're
be.
as nosy as ever.
Yeah.
I don't want to disappoint you.
All right. Last thing I wanted to look at is our journal, which we have a completely new journal now. Is this different? Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a photographer. I've always seen the world through my own lens finder. Maybe it's a way for me to be part of the world, but at a safe distance. For some reason, I was drawn to analog. Now I've come all the way back to my childhood home on a scholarship. So yeah, it's the same. Still got a scholarship and moved back home. Oh, like her, that looks like Chloe's bullet necklace with a window. Eggs in a nest somewhere. A little rock formation. I feel like I've been so terrible at finding these pictures lately. Like chapter 3. Oh, I guess I only missed 2. This one we were supposed to take when William and Chloe were in the kitchen. And I think I was so mind blown at what was happening that I didn't even think about taking a picture in that moment. I was so taken back. All right. We have some texts. Taylor. Nathan. Jeez. Hey, Max, it's a shame that you hung out with these people. I thought you were different. Alyssa, I saw you throw that TP at me. Wow. I wasn't aiming for you, I swear. Don't do it again. So we're not friends with Alyssa. Nathan. Max you round in the dark room. Developing shots for the contest. Sweet. So no 2 whales for you? Not yet. I'll see you guys later though. Peace out. So we're very cordial with that group of people. The Vortex peoples. Chloe. Hi Max, this is William. If you want to contact, you can use this number. She would love to hear from you. Hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey Chloe, Maxine here. I know it's been a while. Just want to let you know that I'm going to Blackwell. I hope this is still your number. Max is back? Blackwell? That's so awesome. You rule. Best of all, we can hang again. So yes, this is still my number. I have a buttload of homework, but we'll get together soon. Don't tease me. It's been too long. I know. I'll see you soon. And she sent an emoji. Wow, this is a truly completely different Chloe. Mom. Happy birthday. We can't believe it's been 18 years. This is your mom. We need to talk about some of your bills. Are you there? Yes, give me some time to answer. I can't text in every class. Some teachers get super pissed when people use their phone. Because it's super rude, and please don't be snippy. Sorry, long day of homework. You're not the only one, and that's why we're wondering if you need to spend so much. We want you to have everything you need, but your scholarship doesn't cover everything. You said when I could use your credit card when I needed it. I only bought film, not a camera. Maybe it's time to go digital. I'll call you later, I have to go. Don't pout, love you. Hey honey, I hope you didn't forget to water the plant we gave you, but don't drown it either. So that text is actually completely the same, which is interesting. But this whole like Max spending money is very different. Max, you busy avoiding homework as usual. I told you I'd help you out. You never let me help. And she's texted. Oh no, that was the 9th. Never mind. Okay, drama, stop. And you can help me by caring. I do try. By the way, I scored that killer bud from you know who. Maybe Frank. Save me a bowl, gotta bounce. Wow. She's so different. How is Chloe? I don't understand why Max is so different. Maybe because Max has been dealing with Chloe and her accident and feeling like really bad about being a bad friend. Like it was harder on Max to deal with that. And so she fell in with like the it crowd. Because she's even being like snippy with her parents, and it's so strange. Max, thanks again for taking me to see my mom. I think she wants you for a daughter instead of me. I think not. Your mom is a bad A, like you. Yeah, right, I cried. So did I. You just didn't see me. It's okay to cry. It gets old. My stupid phone is about to die, so call me back. Okay. Yeah, it's so interesting that, I mean, Warren isn't even in here at all. We saw him with Alyssa. It's just so strange that we're a completely different person. Must be Vortex first, party time. So weird. September 4th, so much to do. I wish I could slow down time, especially to register all the cool things that have happened since I'm back in Arcadia. Blackwell rules. And she doesn't write very often either. Look at this, like not a lot of journaling. Yes, I'm older, and thanks to Vic and Nathan, I'm now a bit more fashionable too. They surprised me with the most beautiful straw pork pie hat. Wrapped up furoshiki style. Best birthday party ever. Also drunkest, I can't sleep. Well, that could be why there's not as many journal entries. She's out partying all the time. Hey dear diary, remember me? Busy Max, busy. Can't write now, must shoot, must live, must befriend. Should rekindle with Chloe too. But must Vortex first. Party time. So crazy. Okay.
Instead of handing Chloe a bong, I'm feeding her water. Did I give her a choice?
I bet if we went to Chloe with all of this, I don't even know what she would say. Like, I feel like she wouldn't even know how to handle that situation. Do I save your father and you end up like this because of a car accident? Or do we let William die and you kind of get your life back, but it sucks? Like, how do you balance that? It's crazy.
Drink up, Buttercup.
Sorry, I'm just letting Chloe cough over here.
No wonder my throat is dry. I don't think I've talked this much the whole year.
Have you ever thought about doing a podcast or something?
I wish I could punch your face right now. A podcast? Dude, I am a pod in a cast. Boring.
Ouch. It was just a thought.
I know you're just trying to help.
Yeah, that's become a bad habit of mine.
You sound like an adult now. It seems like we were kids in another life.
What do you remember? You're right. Seems like yesterday.
To me, it seems like yesterday we were little brats here, watching Power Rangers and destroying the kitchen.
Oh my god. We covered everything in flour. Even my parents.
That was so hilarious.
but a long time ago. You're the only person that I grew up with who visits me. As you can see, I can't keep all my other friends away.
You have me. I'm not leaving you, Chloe.
Well, you didn't visit me a lot either. I mean, I loved your cards and photos, but...
I know I wasn't around much. No excuses, I'm a loser. But I am trying to make things right.
How? Dude, you're not Supermax. And I'm not trying to guilt trip you. That's what my parents are for.
Are they okay? Are you lonely? They love you. Yeah, I mean, they obviously love you a lot. She's obviously lonely. That's why I don't want to, like, pick that one. Are they okay? I'll just say they love you.
They love you so much.
I know. My mom and dad are so cute. They always pop in here and make sure everything's okay with me.
I think Joyce and William are incredible.
Max, the accident has been so hard on them. Our insurance sucks, and the medical bills are fucking insane.
Oh, no. Yeah, can they pay?
Can they pay all the bills?
No way.
Oh.
They keep the numbers away from me, but it doesn't take much research to find out I'm costing my parents almost $1 million a year.
Dang.
Chloe, you're priceless. No pun intended.
You are such a geek. That's why I love you. Of course, I know a geek when I be one. See, I'm practically a human entertainment system. It would be sweet to chill out together and watch a movie like when you'd spend the night at my house.
What do you want to watch?
I think I'm in like a mellow Blade Runner mood. I always cry at the end. Plus, you know I always wanted to have cool colored bangs like Pris.
I know. You would look incredible with blue hair. Now let's get this show on the road. And you better not fall asleep on me like you always do when we watch movies.
I remember, Max. Swear I won't fall asleep. Not when you're here. Not yet.
Okay, so we're gonna watch a movie together. She sounded so, like, hesitant. Like, I guess not hesitant, but just excited that we actually wanted to watch a movie with her.
Thanks. I think you missed a grain stuck in my eyeball.
Hard to believe how just a little sand can cause such a big mess.
It's like that Chinese proverb. A spark can start a fire that burns the entire prairie. You know, like the butterfly thing.
So I've heard.
My room sure looks different now, huh?
It does,
Yeah.
but it's still you.
I mean, kind of. Not really. Not the Chloe that we know. Except for whatever weird kind of, like, door handle thing that is. But yeah, all of this, it's so different. It's strange. Alright, let's search the drawer.
She has to use a lot of lotion to keep her blood circulating.
Jeez.
Nothing but medical supplies.
Yeah. Guess I'm searching for the DVD.
Chloe was a straight A student. She could have gone to any college.
Dang. It's crazy to think that if she would just apply herself, she's so smart. And I feel like that's how it is with a lot of people. Like, I definitely had C's and D's in high school because I didn't care. I was going through too much to focus on my work. But once I got into college and I kind of got away from my parents a little bit more, I started pulling straight A's. And I remember thinking to myself, like, wow, this actually isn't that bad. And I struggled so much with grades in high school, and I never understood really why.
Gutless bastard. I am so glad Chloe stole your bullshit fund,
What is it?
even if it wasn't another reality.
Principal Wells, dear Mr. and Mrs. Price, as principal, I am in sympathy with your numerous requests for Chloe's special needs in regards to her wheelchair and class accessibility. Blackwell prides itself on making sure students with disabilities receive full compliance under the Americans with Disabilities Act. However, given that the school campus and buildings have all been constructed pre-1977, our school has not yet undergone the modern renovations necessary to fulfill all the needs of your daughter and her regrettable condition. Sadly, with the recent deplorable federal cuts in education, it will take many more fundraisers to fully update Blackwell. Chloe was without a doubt an amazing student that with great potential despite her handicap, and I believe you would find it more fitting, rewarding scholastic environment at the H. West Minkastonic Institute in Bolton. They have a rich legacy of disabled graduates, and I know that Chloe would... This is awful. Jeez, yeah, I don't feel bad at all for stealing his fund for the handicapped. He obviously wasn't even really using it. Wow.
Wowzer. Chloe was a straight A student.
I guess that's the one I already checked.
She could have gone to any college. Despite everything, they're still a happy family again.
Yeah. But at what cost? At what cost?
It's cool that in this reality, Chloe really loves skating too.
Yeah. I have to find a movie to watch. Okay. Here's the DVD player.
So here's the DVD player. Now I just need to find the DVD. Oh my god, I made that mix for her when we were 12.
Pirate Power? That's actually a really cool drawing. There they are.
Ah, here's the DVD.
Nice. All right, is that everything else in here? I can't like go to the bathroom or anything, right? Look around.
I can't wait to watch a movie with you. The DVDs are near the TV.
Oh, permission to snoop.
It's a bit late for that, but yes. Blade Runner. I've never seen this one. This is all so sad. One moment and your entire life can just change like this. And yeah, the medical bills, obviously, I guess the parents are struggling. I just kind of assumed. Max fell asleep. Is it morning?
I cannot believe you fell asleep so fast. How dare you?
I know you were beat down after the day with me, and Blade Runner is a pretty dreamy movie to watch at night. Do you think Deckard is a replicant? Sorry, I can see you're not wide awake like me.
No, I'm sorry I crashed so hard. Were you okay?
I do have a mother and father when you're not falling asleep on me.
You are a bitch in the morning.
It's the company I keep. Yesterday was such a blast.
It was great seeing you.
I know things were different when we were just dorky kids, but being with you made me feel like when we were little pirates, jumping and running through the forests again. It meant a lot to me just to chill out with you and bullshit. Fuck. I'm getting my regular head pains. Can you, pretty please, go upstairs and get my morphine injector in the bathroom?
Jeez.
Morphine injector?
It's total Star Trek shit. You can't even see the needle. Seriously, I need it. My parents keep the swag upstairs because they think I can't get to it. But you can, Max. Like a pirate, right?
I'm on it, Chloe.
Okay. So we spent the night here.
So, are you sure it isn't too weird for you to be hanging out with me like this?
No.
No way. I don't want you to feel weird.
My life is just so different than yours. I mean, we can't just bounce out of here and I'll be doped up half the day in pain. So that's cool. But I do feel grateful that I can see the ocean. That I have parents who love me. And that my best friend is here with me today.
Exactly. So, what else do you need?
Well, hot monkey sex would be nice.
What?
Oh, look. I made Maxine blush. So, are you dating anyone at Blackwell?
She does say that she's busy all the time. Doing what? I don't know, but...
Oh, I'm too busy with school and photography.
Oh, please. You can't be an artist unless you experience life. That includes boys, girls, whatever.
I was supposed to go out with this guy named Warren, but I don't think he's into me anymore.
His loss. You need to move on, girl. Plenty of fish in the bay. Shit. I sound like my dad.
How is William? Do you like having him around?
Of course. He's my hero. I swear he would do anything for me or Mom. Wish I could do something for him.
You have. You're here with your family.
More like they're here for me. But then so are you. So it's all good.
Oh, man.
Sorry, I need to rest for a moment. Okay?
Does Chloe look at the garden and think about her childhood? She can't even feel the grass now.
Alright. Let's go out and try to find this morphine injector. It sucks that she's in so much pain all the time. And she's on that ventilator and it seems so awful. There's William.
Just shoot me now.
What is he looking at?
They might get their own home taken away because of medical bills. That's terrible.
Mr. Price, this letter is to notify you that your default payment obligations on your home loan. The current account holds $12,000 payable by August 1st. Unless the full amount is received in 15 days, we must begin the foreclosure process on your home. So they're still struggling with home stuff. Come by my room tonight? Max, are we cool? I just want to make sure since you walked away so fast. Nathan was worried too. If you want to talk, hit me up. Love you. Max, if you're mad, just tell me, okay? Silence. If you want to talk, my door is open. Love you. It's so weird seeing Victoria be like kind.
To think that our destiny is linked to goddamn car keys.
Yeah. Look at how like nice this house is though. Like it's all clean and it looks like a home that's loved and lived well in, and it's really...
Damn. This is just for Chloe's basic supplies.
Like, I hate to rack on David a lot. I know that he's struggling in his own ways, and like obviously so is Joyce, but look at how like nice this house looks and how much happier everybody in it is, even though they're up to their nose in debt, even more than they are in the previous timeline. And still, like, they look happy in the pictures, and this home is well kept, and They make a nice place for Chloe. And I just...
Bonjour. That's great they finally went to Paris.
What's that? Like, can I talk to Chloe about Paris, maybe? Oh, I can talk to Chloe about Paris. Okay, let's go talk to her about it. But I'm not saying that it's all David's fault. I think that Joyce went into that relationship because they were both struggling. Like, David was struggling, Joyce was struggling. So they found that, like, middle suffrage and they bonded on it. And sometimes relationships where there's a lot of trauma coming from both sides and they're not willing to, like, go get extra help outside, it can just make it such a
I'm so glad we had our movie
darker
night,
relationship.
even if you crashed on me.
That's why they call it a sleepover.
And I feel like I'm really ragging on David a little bit too much, but I'm just trying to talk to you guys about how I'm feeling, like, about this situation. Even though they're still going through turmoil. I mean, look at their daughter and look at the amount of bills they have. They're about to lose their house, and yet still they're able to love each other and clean the house and make it look nice and let it, I don't know. It's just, it's little things like that that I think get overlooked because obviously Joyce was very depressed in the other timeline. I just didn't realize.
So, are you sure it isn't too weird for you to be hanging out with me like this?
No way.
My life is just so... But I do...
I wanted to talk about
Exactly.
Paris.
Well,
Okay, no monkeys stuff.
Oh, I'm...
Okay. Maybe like when we
His
go to
laws.
talk about William. How is William?
How's...
more like they're here.
Maybe I can talk to her now.
Sorry, Max. Need to rest.
Okay. I don't understand what the difference was about Paris, but okay. I didn't see anything pop up.
They gave Chloe their giant expensive HD TV, and they use her shitty tube television.
Yeah. Right. We should probably talk to William.
Oh, great.
He seems stressed about the bills.
This insurance is worthless.
Hey, William. Am I bothering you?
Why, yes, Max. I love going through bills. Kidding. How can you bother me? I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. You look exactly the same. It's so cool.
Good. Or I'd be scared if I didn't look like me. Of course, you seem more adult now. So what's on your mind?
Care room, Chloe, Joyce, Paris trip.
So you finally made it to Paris.
Oui, as they say. Not me, because I can't speak French. But it was a great experience, especially for Chloe.
I can see her loving it there. You guys rock for going on a family adventure like that.
She talked about going to school there, but that's not practical anymore. It's not fair, Max.
I was impressed by Chloe's room and all the high-tech equipment.
You should be. We could buy a few mansions for what it all costs. The insurance helps, but I don't know, Max.
I know it must be hard on you guys, financially.
These bills are more like crushing. We have to mortgage our home, and that's pretty scary. But we'll get through it. Price is always right. Get it? No?
He's still like making jokes about everything, even though it's really hard. And I think that's where I'm getting at with like David's mentality, is because there's no light beatness to him at all. He just needs to go and talk to someone because he's struggling so much that he's putting it on Chloe's back when she has enough that she's dealing with. And she doesn't deserve that. Neither does Joyce.
I don't know how to say this, but I'm truly sorry about what happened to Chloe.
Me too. All it takes is a few minutes to change a girl's whole life. But she's alive. She's been a trooper.
Is she mad at me? I'm glad you're here.
She is amazing. I'm so glad you're here to help her. And be her father.
I'm so glad Joyce is here to help us both. Max, I just hate to think of what would happen to Chloe if I wasn't here.
William, I just want you to know that whatever happens, I'll always be here for Chloe. Always.
I know you will, Max.
Jeez.
Being around you and Joyce again is so nostalgic.
Very old school, as they say. I think it's great for Chloe to see you. Makes Joyce happy, too. So, it's not all bad news in Arcadia Bay. Or is it?
Yeah, the crazy weather. Rachel Amber. Prescott's.
What do you think is going on with all of this crazy weather and animals dying?
Nobody knows, right? It is Nostradamus type shit, pardon my French. But all I actually care about now is Chloe and Joyce. My family.
He's such a family man.
I was reading about that missing girl. Rachel Amber.
Oh, yeah, she went to Blackwell, right? Oh, poor thing. That's a real nightmare for a family. I get scared thinking about Chloe and that we might lose her someday.
The Prescott family might be bad news. What do you think about them?
Evil. Next question?
Sounds like you know them well.
More than I want to. But Joyce has to work for those greedy bastards at Pan Estates. I don't even like to think about it.
I have to go see if Chloe needs anything. It was so great talking with you again.
You act like it's the last time. And please, keep me from these bills whenever you want.
Pan Estate. So she picked up a new job outside of the diner. Probably to help with bills.
These whales are just a preview of the tornado to come. And the Prescott Foundation? Jesus.
What about them? Whereas the shores of Arcadia Bay once acted as a lovely gateway to the Pacific and beyond, now locals and tourists face the sad, surreal image of gray whales that inexplicably swam to land and to their doom. Whale pods were spotted early morning on Wednesday, October 9th. Within a few hours, at least a half a dozen were dead or dying on the beach. Meanwhile, ecologists and marine biologists from across the country are carefully studying samples from the whales and the environment. The Prescott Foundation has vowed to provide extra research funds given the local scope of this eco-mystery.
Rachel Amber is even missing in this reality. I guess I can't change everything.
Blackwell honor student Rachel Amber has not been seen for 6 months, yet her family and friends have only intensified the search for the 19-year-old. Police and FBI have few leads and little information on the case, which has caught the interest of national reality show Where Did They Go? Wow. The Amber family has offered a reward for any information leading to the whereabouts. So, in the other timeline, Chloe was the one putting out all of the information on this and all of those like posters and everything, and the family wasn't really heard of at all. But in this timeline, they made an actual like help at rachelamber. I guess that would be org, but it's org. And they are on a reality show and everything. It's very interesting, but yeah. Good to see the family does care. Because I always thought it was kind of weird that they never said anything about the disappearance.
Joyce is a food coupon boss.
Oh man, this looks like me. I'm a coupon shopper.
No change to spare anymore. Now it's back to cookies.
Well, they never went on that vacation. Hook, line, sinker. Missing donuts. All right. So, what am I looking for? Oh, her morphine injector. It's upstairs. Okay. Can I go outside? I feel bad because she's...
I don't think Joyce's tips will cover all this.
Joyce's tips. So maybe she does have... Maybe she has 2 jobs. Here's a rock magazine. Oh, dead birds.
Look at all these dead birds. It's happening here, too?
So the world is seemingly still ending, or at least... Oh, there's no swing set anymore. Rachel Amber's still missing, and that weird stuff with like the tornado is still happening. Because there's dead birds everywhere, and the whales.
I'm sorry, Bongo Kitty. But you passed on before I changed this reality.
But stuff like Rachel Amber is still the same.
Chloe actually moved our drawing so she could see it from her room. Chloe.
That's actually really sweet. What is this? Lawn? Oh, like where the swing set used to be.
Oh man, the swing is gone now. It must have been sad for Chloe when William took it down.
Yeah. I know that heat lamp's over there, so I can't look in the window. I mean, in the door.
I'm glad Chloe gets a room with a view.
Oh man, all of this is just, it's so heavy. It's so incredibly heavy.
Ooh, wonderful.
Okay, let's go upstairs. Flyers?
Joyce and William never had a garage sale before.
Yeah, and they're trying to sell stuff for their mortgage and for the medical bills.
They're drowning in debt just to take care of their daughter. Such bullshit.
Please send a check or money order for $3,400 payable to Happy Credit Card. Your joint account has been closed and it's now 6 months past overdue. Jeez. Federal and state cuts. We forgot to inform you that your health insurance no longer covers Chloe's physical rehab. We can reinstate Chloe at a standard rate of $12.50 per week. Jeez. And how do you just like stop physical therapy? That's one of the biggest things that helps rehabilitation, especially getting her off of that ventilator. This is terrible. So I wonder what's upstairs in Chloe's bedroom now.
Chloe's door doesn't have a warning anymore.
It's just empty. Being in here kind of makes me want to turn back time. Even if it does mean giving up William. And I feel like that's really awful and terrible to say, but
They bought crutches for Chloe, hoping she might walk again.
this is terrible.
Too bad Joyce and William can't get any help from the Prescott Foundation.
Dear Joyce, thank you for keeping me updated on Chloe's condition. I can only imagine the struggle you and William are going through. I'm so sorry. I can't help you with the loan at this time. Like everybody else, I'm underwater with my own medical bills. Please give Chloe a hug and my best wishes, Aunt Dorothy.
Toys? I kind of want to open this and see what's in here.
Yeah. Shoes.
Shoes. Chloe always did love stomping around in her boots.
Yeah.
I never heard much about William's brother.
Hi, Bill. Sorry, I didn't stay in touch since the accident. Work's been piling up, and I'm being sent to Salt Lake City to oversee a new parking lot. You have to go where the work is these days. I wish I could have sent you a bigger check, but you know the story. Money is nobody's favorite thing. Maybe I'll see you next spring for a visit. Kiss Chloe and Joyce for me. Hang in there, Billy. Your brother, Aaron. This is
I'm
crazy.
still overwhelmed by this new reality. And I feel so guilty for putting Chloe and her family through this. I could give Chloe the choice of keeping William alive, but that would be cruel. But then I see that they're a family again, and who am I to judge?
This is crazy. Like, how do you make this decision? Max is talking about it as if she knows that she can change back time again, I guess by looking at that picture if we find it, but I mean, what do you do? They are happy, but I feel like Chloe, they're gonna have to move. They're not gonna be able to keep this house. Things are just gonna keep getting harder. And he keeps talking about how, like, William said that he's scared that Chloe isn't gonna make it. And I feel like things are not going well for her. She still needs physical therapy. She's not walking. She has no motion at all in any of her limbs. And she's still on a ventilator. She's in a lot of pain right now. She's wanting morphine injectors. Like, this is no life. But at the same time, it is. Because, like William said, it's better for her to be here than not be here at all. Gosh, these are such heavy, heavy tones that I didn't ever think that I would have to deal with in a game. And you guys know me, you know how much I love to, like, get involved in the game and be immersed and go into the character's shoes. And I gotta say that I think so far this is probably the hardest game that I have played. It's really difficult for me to be in these people's shoes right now. Like, incredibly, incredibly difficult. This quiet moment was so painful.
I guess we stopped growing up together.
So, Max wasn't hanging out with her after that day with her father? That's so weird.
A blue butterfly? I'm sure this is a total coincidence.
That's very interesting. What's up with this blue butterfly? I feel like we see it pretty often. Can I look out the window? No. Okay.
It's all about you, Arcadia Bay, isn't it?
I can open their bedroom door.
Apparently, the only thing that hasn't changed is this view.
The books look different, but those are still there. Oh, there's somebody in here.
Oh, Max, it is so nice to have you around.
It's Joyce. ashtray. She smokes.
Huh. Joyce used to hate smokers in the diner.
Good morning, Max. Ah, you and Chloe are so much quieter now than when you were kids.
I remember. It's nice waking up in your house again.
Oh, William and I love it. Finally seeing you and Chloe together after all these years. After the accident.
I wish I was a better friend. I know Chloe doesn't get many visitors.
Oh, Max, you're Chloe's best friend for a reason. You're here exactly when she needs you.
I think she already knows that Chloe needs help.
I hope so. You guys do such an amazing job taking care of her.
We
Yeah.
can only do so much, and she gets damn sick of her parents. That's why it's so important you came to spend time with her. Max, Chloe's condition is not improving. Her respiratory system is very weak, and she... Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Joyce. I'm so sorry you have to go through all this.
Bad or good, I embrace every moment with my daughter and my husband. This is what it means to be a family, and we'll always be one, no matter what.
Gosh, so they did do their research in this game, and the ventilator being on it for that long hasn't been good, and her respiratory system is starting to fail. So Chloe's gonna die, for sure. I mean, she could be knocking at the door soon. And she's gonna leave behind medical bills. They're gonna lose their house.
How are you doing, Joyce?
I'm doing the best I can, Max. I won't lie, it's difficult, but nobody said life was easy here in Arcadia Bay.
Oh my gosh, we can ask about David Madsen.
Do you know somebody named David Madsen? He, might hang out at the Two Whales.
Well, that was random. Yeah, he's a bus driver. He comes in sometimes. Cute, quiet. Why?
Oh, I was just curious.
You always were. Nice to see that everything doesn't change.
Plus, you guys have to work, too.
Bill and I have no time for ourselves. We're working more than we're living. I even had to take a part-time gig at Pan Estates.
Okay,
Ugh.
so that's what
Do
happened.
you know the Prescotts?
I know that Sean Prescott won't be happy until he owns everything in Arcadia Bay. Stay away from his son, Nathan.
Yeah.
So, what do you think is going on here with all of this eco-havoc?
Maybe Arcadia Bay just wants to be left alone. I know the feeling. Honestly, I don't give a shit about too much outside our house.
I don't blame you, Joyce.
Except now we have dead birds and beach whales outside our front door. So maybe I should care, for Chloe's sake.
I have to tell you how much I love seeing you and William together again.
He's been such a hero through all this. Chloe and I are lucky to have him.
Chloe and William seem like they still get along so good.
Yeah, those two are closer now more than ever. Chloe will actually listen to William, while she usually ignores me. Oh, it's so cute when they gang up on poor old me.
You rule, Joyce.
Shit, things would be different if I did. I like how you think, kid.
I better get back to Chloe now. It's good talking with you, Joyce.
You too, honey.
Gosh, all of this is so depressing.
It's good for Chloe to stay in touch with her friends.
Joyce is already a supermom.
So she's reading this book. It's also really funny how, like, we talk to her and then we just immediately go through her drawer.
William and I can't believe how much you've grown.
Oh no. I didn't realize how bad Chloe's injury really was.
As we discussed last week, Chloe's respiratory system is showing signs of rapid weakening. This accounts for her recent anemia and loss of breath. As a doctor, I'm committed to her well-being, but I want you to understand the reality that respiratory failure is common in people with severe spinal injuries. Your daughter is one of the bravest, strongest patients we've had. I believe Chloe would also like to be made aware of her changing condition. If you would like to discuss this further, you can contact.
I know. Things aren't as neat and tidy as they used to be.
You have no idea. I think the saddest part about all of this is just how amazing William is. And I wish that we could just have a timeline where they're all alive and they're all well. Because this sucks.
William is trying so hard. He's still awesome. That is such a sweet shot of Chloe. I wonder who took the picture.
And I feel bad ragging on David because, yeah, there are people like that out in the world that are struggling and they're not anything like William. But, I mean, nobody's perfect. And I feel bad for getting on him a lot, but I think I'm just more frustrated than anything. Because if he could just be like a little bit like William, just a little, and give Chloe a little bit of room and grace and stop freaking out on her because of his own anxieties, she wouldn't be holding a knife up to her 18th birthday cake in front of him and like they're sitting there kind of like facing off with one another. And it's such awful behavior for an adult to stoop that low. He should be reading that Super Dad book if he really cares about Chloe.
Look at them. They have no idea what's in their future.
I don't want Chloe to go back to that. I don't want her to go back to living in hell. But she's living in hell right now, too. This is a difficult game. This is definitely a difficult game. I did not think that it was going to be going here. Turn the light on. It started off so cozy and so like drama filled, but like not this heavy. And now I just want to cry.
Nothing here. It's cool that Chloe uses natural medicine too. The bathroom looks almost the same. Just more medicine. Here it is. I never thought I'd be delivering morphine to my best friend.
Yeah.
How's it going, Time Tripper? Funny. I think I look older.
Okay. Let's go downstairs. Go give this to Chloe.
I definitely have to take a third job.
All right. So I guess none of this is going to get filled out. Because like David's thing and Joyce's thing and Chloe are not here. So if I have to guess, we're not going to stay in this timeline for very long. The journal isn't updating. Things aren't really changing. I feel like Max is just kind of like not touching the life that she was leading at all in this timeline. She's not texting Victoria back. She's not texting Nathan or any of those other people. And we did text someone back, didn't we? Or no, I guess that was just Victoria texting us. But yeah, I feel like we're not going to be able to keep this timeline, right? I think that's Max's way of showing like there's no way. There's no way that we can stay in this timeline.
Finally. Give me the blue pill.
I'm sorry. I'm nosy, but not precise.
Go ahead and plug it right in. It's so easy. And painless.
Okay, but get ready to yell for your folks if I screw up.
Oh, trust me. I will. Of course, my pain just keeps getting worse. But you caught me on a good day. Max, I'm so grateful that I'm even able to hang out with you. See, I'm getting mushy. I'm already high.
You're so adorable. Do you want anything else?
Stop me if I'm being too emo, but can you grab one of the photo albums over there? I'd like to check out some old pictures of us when we were kids.
Please. My diary is like emo ground zero. Plus, Max Caulfield does not pass up a photo op with Chloe Price. Ever.
I'm guessing we're going to see that picture again. The one that sent us back to begin with.
So Chloe has her own photo album. Oh man. She has to use that ventilator just to breathe. Is that okay?
Perfect. Oh my god, look how little we are there. We look like toys.
I remember that day by the lighthouse.
My dad was pissed at us. He actually tried to give us a timeout.
And you laughed at him. My dad would have banished me.
This is weird. I guess we're just looking and turning the page.
Whoa, awesome picture. We look so badass in our pirate gear.
We should have taken over Arcadia Bay when we had the chance.
There's still time for you. Oh man, there we are making pancakes.
There's the picture.
I love that shot of us. It's hard to believe my dad took that picture only 5 years ago.
Literally seems like yesterday.
I wish it was.
Me too. This photo... Maybe I could...
Listen, Max. My respiratory system is failing, and it's only getting worse. I've heard the doctors talking about it when they thought I was zonked out. So, I know I'm just putting off the inevitable while my parents suffer along, and I will too. This isn't how I want things to end.
What? What are you saying?
I'm saying that being with you again has been so special. I just wanted to feel like when we were kids running around Arcadia Bay and everything was possible, and you made me feel that way today. I want this time with you to be my last memory. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
All you have to do is crank up the IV to 11.
Chloe, I really don't know if I can do this. I had another friend who wanted to end it all, and I did everything I could to try and save her life. How can I be responsible for ending yours? I mean, there's gotta be another way.
Max, you were there for your friend, no matter what. Now I'm asking you to help me the same way.
I want to help you, Chloe, but I think my help is hurting.
At least you have a choice. When you want to make a decision, you can just do it. Look at me. I'm at the mercy of everybody. For once, I want to make my own choice. The most important one of my life. Please. Help me, Max.
This is terrible. This is so sad. Like, I get it. I get why she would want me to do this. But, like, her parents... I can't be the one. I'm a kid. And I get that she's dying, but... I don't think that Max should have to live with that on her. Why can't we just use the picture to go back? I can't do it. I can't. There's no way.
Chloe. I can't. It wrecks me to see you in any pain, but I don't have any right to do this.
No.
I'm an adult. I'm giving you the right.
But Joyce and William...
I already said my goodbyes to them, but they won't honor my wishes. You will, right?
I can't kill you with an overdose.
Max, I'm dying from my illness, not my dosage. This accelerates the process. I'd rather go out on a wave than a rock. And I want my best friend to help me out.
I am going to help you, but not like that. You have to believe me, Chloe.
Why, Max? You're just bailing on me, like everybody else. Why don't you go now? You've been wanting to since you got here, right? So go and don't come back.
Chloe, I am never leaving you again.
There's no way that I could do that. I can't. I can't. I would rather just go back now. I mean, what's the other option? That we help her?
I'm sorry, William.
Gosh, this is all so terrible.
Someday Dad'll get one of them newfangled computers.
I hope the flash didn't scare you, Max. This is a keeper.
This is terrible that we have to watch this again and not do anything.
Hello? Hey, honey. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course I'll come pick you up. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please. Aha! You can't hide from me forever. And no Chloe and Max wine tasting session.
Dad,
don't blow it, because tonight your mother promised to make us a world-famous salmon surprise with chocolate cake for dessert. Max, you'll be here too, right?
She's never leaving me.
That makes all of us.
Max, you are being so fucking strange. Like you're never gonna see us again.
Chloe, I'm so sorry. I tried to make things different for you. I did try. I'm sorry.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but come on. You have made things different, like my whole life. You're my best friend. I've got you and a great family. What's to be sorry for? We'll be best friends forever. And when we grow up, we're taking over the world.
Listen, whatever happens, I want you to be strong. Even if you feel like I wasn't there for you. Because I will never abandon you, Chloe. I'll always have your back. Always.
So everything's back to the way that it was. I can't even remember the last thing that we wrote. Alright, so I think that last episode we finished around this part. I knew that would piss Chloe off and she would do anything to find out what kind of relationship he had with Rachel. But first we had to get the keys to the RV, which meant going into the Two Whales diner and bouncing like a rewind pinball between Frank Nathan Prescott and Officer Barry. And all of them. I'm dizzy still thinking about how I pulled it off. Yay for Max. Sometimes I feel like I'm just cheating at life. The first thing we had to do was get Frank's scary dog out of the RV, so we did the classic cartoon give a dog a bone routine, and Cujo became Scooby-Doo just like that. Frank's RV was pretty much what I expected a drug dealer trash. What I expected, drug dealer trash chic. But it wasn't as serial killer as I feared. We ransacked the place and found what Chloe didn't want us to find. So I'm not really sure if Rachel had feelings for Frank like that, if that letter was written about Frank in general, or if maybe Rachel was just using Frank for drugs and other things. I don't think that I would really put it past her, especially knowing how she talked to the truck driver, asking him to take her out of town and stuff. I just feel like Rachel was a very wandering soul. I think she was a carefree spirit that didn't want to be stuck in Arcadia Bay. And I think that's why her and Chloe got along so well, because Chloe was busy trying to escape herself, and Rachel was trying to just escape Arcadia Bay in general. And so I think they probably formed a really heavy and awesome friendship based on that. But Rachel was obviously going off and doing her own very interesting things on the side and not telling Chloe about them. I think Rachel was just a really big free spirit. And when you're a teenager and you have a free spirit and someone wants harm on you, it can be done really, really easily. So I'm not sure if it was Frank. I'm not sure if it was somebody else that she did the same thing that she did with Frank. But either way, she was putting herself into really sketchy situations. It could have been anyone. To her, it's just another betrayal, just another loved one dumping on her. Everybody she ever loved, she lost one way or another. Only I came back from the past. For what? To make Chloe's life more painful? I just wish I knew that I could use my rewind power to go all the way back to the days when we were covered in pancake flour. You don't wish that. Definitely don't wish that after everything. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Last episode, the beginning of this one wrecked me. It wrecked me a lot because I feel like inside I'm thinking about, and I hate to always like put it into my own shoes, but in a way, this game has been so cathartic and is helping me deal with a lot of those feelings that I had when I was a teenager. And I felt like Chloe, constantly stuck, constantly feeling like I'm not calling my own shots, and anxious and depressed and just pushing people down because you're scared of who you are. And that's why it was really hard for me to form friends, because I didn't think that anyone else was going to stay. So I'd push them away before they even got a chance to. And I see a lot of myself in Chloe, not obviously to a T, but there are a lot of parts in there that remind me of her, all the way down to dealing with a step parent that was not acting the way that they should with me. And I get it. And I think that's why I'm so hard on David, and why I've been going off on spiels against David, because I know what it's like. And as an adult now, as I'm in my 30s, and they were in their 40s when I was living with the step parents, they had no business acting that way around a teenager. They had absolutely no business being like that to kids. And they ruined my life. There are pictures that look a lot like Chloe's that, yes, they're not that extreme, but in my internal pictures that I've taken of those times, they look so much like that. And if they would have just gotten the help that they need, been kinder, and understand that they're not talking to someone of their age, they're talking to someone that's still trying to figure themselves out, my life would have been so different, and I wouldn't have so many dark things that still to this day depress me and give me anxiety and hurt that I still work through. And yes, things have gotten so much better. I'm not trying to be deep, dark, blah. I'm okay now for sure. But it took a heck of a road to get here. And I spent most of my 20s just trying to make it to this point in my life. And it makes me wonder how different that would have been if I had just been around people that cared. If I had been around people like William and Joyce. And I will fight for my own kid to give her that life. I will fight and I will be there for her, and I just don't ever want her to deal with the emotional baggage that I have on my back. Even though that baggage has gotten lighter, it's still there. And I don't wish that on anybody. Don't wish that on anyone. October 10th, Dear Diary. So we're one day away from tornado. Let's never do the time warp again. I can't even begin to explain what happened. If I think too hard about the ramifications, my brain might melt. When I try to describe it, it's as if I'm describing something that happened to somebody else. Chloe was so upset that we discovered Rachel had been actually involved with Frank Bowers. She just blew up. I can never talk to her when she's like this. I just get so tired of having to walk on eggshells around her emotions. She still blames William for her messed up life, no matter how much she knows she's being unfair. I can't say that I wouldn't be just as messed up, not that I'm not in my own way. In my room, all I could think was, I wish I could go back in time and help Chloe. And suddenly, I was looking at the photograph William had taken of us on the day he died. And I started pulsing, like it was 3D, like I could go inside the photograph. Then I found myself actually back in the photo, to when I was 13. I was back in Chloe's kitchen in 2008. With Chloe and William, right before he left to pick up Joyce for the last time. Since my powers somehow morphed to this new level of rewind, I decided that there was no way I was going to let William die again. So I played hide the keys until he had no other option but to take the bus. I was so happy I actually saved William, I never thought about what could go wrong. I knew I was screwed when I came out of my epic rewind and saw Victoria Chase, but now she was my friend, and I was a member of the Vortex Club. Enough said. I knew I had screwed up, and that I felt sick thinking about what might have changed with Chloe. I had a clue when I saw David Madsen driving the school bus. He sure didn't look so threatening anymore. And I thought that was really interesting too, how David Madsen in that timeline is quiet, reserved, just driving a bus. He looks depressed? Yes, but he wasn't like yelling at the kids on the bus. He wasn't freaking out on them, and maybe in a way Chloe triggered that in him from his time as a veteran. Maybe she triggered like the constant anxious atmosphere, and it just sent David flying. And I feel like it's unfortunate that David has to be in this life with Chloe. It's unfortunate that Joyce found him. I don't want to know how he ended up as a bus driver instead of with Joyce. I felt my heart drop when I rushed to Chloe's house, so when William opened the door, I prepared myself for the worst. That's when Chloe rolled forward in her wheelchair, paralyzed from the neck down. I didn't even know what to say, so I covered my mouth in the typical gesture of shock and stupid. But Chloe's smile was so genuine and beautiful, I almost cried. I had to adjust to everything without freaking out or telling Chloe that I actually altered time and space to save her father. But get her in a car accident so she can never walk again. The thing is, she was still Chloe, just minus all the rage. This Chloe was just grateful to be alive and have her family watching over her. Chloe begged me to spend the night, and of course I did. I noticed how run down parts of their home were compared to before. I saw the incredible expensive equipment that Chloe now requires. I feel like I noticed how run down parts of their home were compared to before. Like the TV situation? Because I feel like otherwise, their house now is so much more run down. They still have that old couch. They had a newer couch in the better timeline, with William still being alive. And their bedroom was all clean and it looked homey. There weren't video cameras recording everyone around. I thought that their house looked much better and the yard was all kept up and the house on the outside was taken care of. I saw how incredible, including her new garage room. Sorry, David. Even though I felt awful and disconnected, Chloe was just bubbly and excited to hang out with me again, especially since I flaked on her pretty hardcore after the accident. Even in an alternate universe, I'm a crappy friend. Chloe's world was so new and unique to me, especially her strength and kindness. And pain. She needed a whole pharmacy to get through the day. I didn't feel sorry for her, I felt in awe with her attitude. This Chloe didn't blame anybody for her condition, even though she had the right. She strolled down the beach and saw the beach whales that proved something bad was happening in both realities. Then Chloe asked me to put her to sleep. The accident left her body pretty much broken. Her lungs stopped working properly and she was basically dying a slow, painful death. She also felt so guilty about her parents' sacrifice and dwindling income. She wasn't erratic or tortured about this request, just practical. Which made me feel even more terrible for putting her in this situation. But there was no way I was going to help my best friend take her own life. I couldn't do it. Especially after what happened with Kate. I know I should have done whatever Chloe asked me, considering I was responsible for her situation. But how could I inject her full of morphine and just watch her fade away? I know she was upset, but I had to tell myself that this reality wasn't real. After my visit to Chloe's new world, I knew it was time to go Max to the future. I had seen the results of my temporal tampering and I got scared thinking my new power wouldn't even work. That would have been cruel karma. Fortunately, I was able to project myself into the photograph once more, and I undid everything that I had done. Goodbye, William. Again. Hello, David. Again. Justin texted us? Wait, what happened? Buying the tickets, officially sold out. I managed to get us tickets. B-. I got a B- on my chem test. How did this happen? I don't know. Who is this? We're in the wounded. The B-, it burns. I wish I could have helped you, but I thought you were blinded by science. In this case, yes. My folks will crap. I feel bad that that was like kind of our fault, but he should have done... He's the science nerd. We don't know. That's his fault. Yes, I even killed my plant Lisa. What are you going... what's going on with the weather up there? Are they doing military tests or something? Wow, conspiracy mom. You're right in the eye of the storm. I even killed my plant Lisa. Sorry, get another. One plant was stressful enough. Back to the books. Talk soon. Can't wait to see you. You're such a great friend. And your bunny misses you. Of course, I'm still coming to visit. You can't stop me. I have important things to talk about, okay? I wish that it would like start at the beginning from when it last left off, because I'm always like reading it and then I read it like out of the normal time. But yeah, she misses her bunny. Kate misses her bunny and she wants us to go see her in the hospital. Sorry, my phone was in my bag. Hey, Justin, are you busy? Hey, Wax. I'm just busy blazing. What up? Do you know Frank Bowers? Drugs. That's it? Ask Nathan. He knows him, I think. I'm on it. Thanks, Justin. For what? I'm glad that we didn't get involved with Justin. He is a stoner. Looks like we're asking everyone around about Frank. I hope you're okay after everything. You might be busy, but feel free to call me anytime. How busy are you? No time to be busy. You never text me. What's going down? Besides everything, I was just curious if you ever heard of a guy named Frank who lives in an RV. You mean a van down by the river? I heard he's sketchy meth head. That's about it. Why? Are you doing your own investigation without my help? No, just bored. Talk soon. Thanks. Okay, but you can't keep secrets from ace reporter Juliet Watson. Hello? And we just ignore her. So yeah, we're asking around. It's been a whirlwind here. I'm not ready to come home yet. Talk later, Max. Hey honey, I just got a weird text warning me that my nosy daughter better stop watching others and look out for herself. Is this some kind of school prank? It's from a blocked number. Oh, I'm so sorry. Some person in my class thought it'd be funny to send. It's not. I don't like strangers having my number, okay? That is really weird that they got his number. How? I guess. Could it be the principal? I can't think of anybody else that would have that number. I mean, maybe some of the staff too. Weird. The principal, Mr. Jefferson. Because I don't think that Nathan could just like randomly get the dad's number, right? David Madsen. I could see David texting Max's dad because he's so mad that he got kicked out of the house. I'm just being a dad. I know this has to be a tough week for you. It's almost over. I'll call you guys later. Hey, girlfriend, let me know when you want to come by my room and I'll give you a fashion makeover. Thanks, Courtney. I'm swamped with homework now, but I'll check later. Thank you again for the offer. Weren't we wearing like the same thing that Courtney was wearing in the other timeline? It kind of looked just like it, the stripy shirt with a cardigan. And I don't even remember seeing Courtney. Wait, which one was this? Max, hello. Hey man, I suck. Sorry I got in your face. Took out my rage on my best friend. Oh, I understand. We're going through a lot. We all are. Besides, I threw your beanie out the window and busted out my rewind. That's your one get out of emoji jail free card. We need to stock up on cigs, coffee, and candy for an all-nighter. We have to get into Rachel and Kate detective mode. Okay. Excellent. Dear Watson, I'll bring my thinking cap. No worries, I have a beanie. I'll swing by and pick you up. Sweet, I'll be ready. XOXO, and that was no emoji. Alright, I think we're all caught up. So we've been asking people around about Frank, trying to figure out a little bit more about him. I should examine the board. Alright, that's our objective. Chloe in research mode over there. That's actually a really cool picture.
That's my Chloe.
Bad Girl's Guide to Guns. Is there actually a book? Who is that person? I'm gonna look up who is this
That's
by.
my Chloe.
Coffee Grier? Maybe it's just like a made up name. Okay. Sit on the bed.
Welcome back to the real world, Max. I don't think I can ever tell Chloe about what happened.
So it's like what we first loaded into.
So close yet so far away. We have to do 3 main things.
Right. What things?
1. Decipher Frank's logbook. 2. Get Nathan's phone to find out where he's been during the Vortex Club parties with Kate and Rachel.
True.
And see whatever hidden shit he's got in his messages.
3, beat Step-douche Dan until he tells us about Frank, Nathan, and the dark room.
Yeah.
And I do have a gun now.
Keep it in your pants. We'll have to do this on our own.
Dude, at least let me kick his ass, then rewind. Fine, whatevs. It's your power.
Which I can't waste on shit like that. Or Blackwell would be in big trouble.
At least you let me take that money to pay Frank off.
Don't remind me. I just want him off your back. Our back.
I know. You should get busy in the garage to see what dirt you can dig up. I'm gonna cyberstalk some names and see where that leads. Or to who. And be careful of Stepcrack. He's not gonna be a happy camper after you reamed him yesterday and Mom is giving him the boot.
I'm on it, partner.
So he's still here, I guess.
I can't abuse this level of my rewind power. It's way too dangerous, and I need to navigate the present without messing up the past.
True. If we learned anything from going back in time like that, it's that we need to definitely be more careful with the decisions that we make.
It's amazing how innocent our drawings were compared to what we're doing now.
Yeah. All right, so we need to go snoop in the garage again, but I feel like last time we looked there, there wasn't really anything going on there. We've already kind of done that, but maybe there's something new? I don't know. Oh my gosh.
Oh no, that poor little bird has been trapped in here.
Is there a way that I can get this bird out? Maybe if I open that window? Oh, look at the shirt that we're wearing. It's like a moth. Alright. Let's keep it off. Try to open this window over here.
Since David might be in there, I better mosey along for a change.
Okay. Yeah, let's open this.
It's such a warm, beautiful day. How could a killer storm just pop up tomorrow?
Alright, where's that bird? Maybe I can shoo it out the window? Shoo. Maybe it'll go eventually. There we go. I can only scare it with the lights on. Okay. Is there anything else in here that I missed? Oh, you like definitely need the lights on.
Last time I wanted to splash some water on my face, my whole life changed.
It's also really interesting that there's just like a huge cabinet here and there's like no mirror right in front of the sink. I don't know. I always thought that was weird.
Oh, that blue dye makes me so happy. It means the real Chloe is back. with me.
Yeah. I did look at like semi-permanent, like dark purple hair dye. So I might actually do that for October, like the month of October. I'm still a little undecided if I want to, because like semi-permanent pretty much comes off after you do a few washes, right? Doesn't stay forever.
Fly, be free.
Mhm. All right, close it. Nice. All right, let's go downstairs.
This might be the last poster advertising Arcadia Bay after tomorrow night.
That's grim. I mean, a tornado that size, yeah. It would definitely wipe out the entire town. Easily. There's David. Why won't he just answer for what he's been up
You won this battle,
to?
Max. You broke up my family. I salute you.
David, I didn't try to hurt you. Ever. But I won't let anybody hurt Chloe.
Too late, isn't it? You just better be damn careful with her. Don't you wander off into the dark.
What does that even mean? I think he's feeling sorry for himself. It would have been so easy to solve everything in that moment if he would have just stopped raising his voice with everyone around him and explained why he had those pictures. And instead, he was like, this isn't an interrogation. I'm not responding to this. And he got himself kicked out of his house because he wasn't open and honest about what was going on. It was such a simple thing that he blew up out of nothing.
David isn't any different from me when he's looking at those family photos.
Yeah. I'm sure he is hurting and he's sad, but he did it to himself. It's not fair to keep pointing fingers at everyone else around you. It's not Chloe's fault. It's not Max's fault. Sometimes you need to look in the mirror.
Looks like David already booked a room.
The Blotch Hotel. It's a weird name. Number 638. Okay. Or I guess that's the reservation number. I wish I could help you. Thought you're blinded by science. Yo, Max, your friend Chloe texted me that I'm out of the loop. Wait, what? She sounds hot, so I get why. Chloe actually texted you? I sure didn't have her number. At least I still get to go ape with you. Unless you want to chill with Chloe. Wait, what did Chloe text Max? What did Chloe text Warren? That I'm out of the loop now. I guess about that kiss, but I thought it was just like a funny thing. Okay. That's interesting of Chloe to text Warren that. One pain in the butt is enough. Oh, or we could all go. One pain in the butt is enough. Cool. I have to chat. Talk to you later. So we're still going with just Warren. That's so funny that she texted him.
Somehow I existed in this whole other reality. But I don't know what happened. The more I use my power, the more I see how little control I have over what happens. Now Max Caulfield exists in 2 or maybe 3 different realities. How can I have a destiny?
It's wild to think about.
I wonder if Chloe would hate me for keeping her alive. But I couldn't do it. Thinking about all these lifelines almost makes my head hurt worse than the rewind.
I think about that pretty often. Do you guys just like sit and wonder, like, if I would have done this differently, what would my life look like? I've definitely been thinking about it a lot more lately playing this game, but I still do that from time to time. Think about the decisions that I've made and where they've led me and where they could have gone, I do think about that pretty often. It is wild to think about. But yeah, look at this house. It just looks less homey. The cabinets aren't like repainted. William did such a good job at doing the improvements on a house, making it feel like home. And sure, not everyone's like that. But when you have like a kid and you're trying to be a family, those are the things that you look forward to doing. And I think it just goes to show you how much every single person in this household has been hurting. So much that they don't care that the cabinets are looking the way that they are, or the house is falling apart on the outside, or all of the weeds are overgrown and the walls look like they need to be scrubbed down. It's kind of crazy to see the change. How big of a difference it makes to have happiness in your life versus being so stressed out all the time. Letting the flowers die.
To think this all started with my vision of a tornado.
Eco-apocalypse now. A freak snowfall, an unprecedented eclipse, dying birds, now half a dozen beached whales. So it's happening here. The beach whales are happening. Dang.
Did I actually cause that clock to stop?
Wait, what?
Oh, there's a ladybug stuck in the dials.
That is so random. Okay.
Looks like they're back on the road to Paris. Those poor whales are like beached angels. What is going on here?
A note.
Ouch.
David, do not be here when I get back from work. I mean it. He could have just answered the question. What are you doing with the pictures of the girls? It's as simple as saying, I was keeping surveillance on them because I'm worried that Kate's gonna go missing now. That would have been a good excuse. Unless he really does have something deeper and darker to hide.
Joyce must be so upset. Are you helping anybody, Max?
Did she crumble this up?
Poor birds. I guess David wasn't in the mood to clean up.
Is he ever in the mood to clean up? Because this house always looks like this. And it also seems like Joyce obviously isn't too. Like, there's 2 adults living in this house. It's not all on David that the place looks like this, but why is there a donut? What the heck? Just a random donut in the yard. Okay.
William never finished painting that wall.
And look, they actually like made a window. There wasn't originally a window there. Wow, they did a lot of home renovations for her. That's pretty crazy.
It looks like David finished his car repairs. Maybe there's some new clues around.
Maybe. You can go in those lockers now. An email.
Should I have signed the petition? Blackwell sure isn't safe and private anymore.
Yeah, I keep thinking about that too. I feel like, what was her name? Miss Watson or something? I feel like she kind of like talked me into it because she made me feel like they were going to put it in bathrooms and like in the dorm rooms and stuff. So I wasn't about it. But yeah, I feel like there should be some sort of security in the parking lots, in outside of the buildings. It's just to see the comings and goings of people in and out of the dorms, not inside of the dorms at all, but just on the outside. Despite our rather heated discussion about the successful petition to block campus surveillance, I am still interested in your feedback on other methods of improving security. We need to find a middle ground between safety and privacy. Yeah, just cameras on the outside, never on the inside.
Oh, meow, Miss Grant. Twist that knife.
Miss Grant, that's what it was. I didn't need a surveillance camera to see this suspension coming. Best of luck to you, Miss Grant. Suspension? Wait, what? From Michelle Grant to David Madsen. I didn't need a surveillance camera. What suspension? Is it talking about Nathan's suspension?
At least he has one weird fan.
Anonymous. Dear Mr. Madsen, I just want to let you know that I think it's BS what happened to you in this school has too many libtard metrosexuals who don't appreciate you or the military. Wow. I felt safe in my dorm when you were in charge, and I thought you were protecting. I thought about you protecting me. I hope you'll come back to Blackwell and make sure we're safe at night. I'm scared of this school.
Wish I had surveillance footage of that conversation.
From David Madsen to Raymond Wells. I apologize for my outburst in your office yesterday. I was upset about losing my position at Blackwell without a complete investigation of the facts. There's a cancer at Blackwell Academy, and without me, it will continue to spread. Okay.
Surveillance cameras at Pan Estates? David must be working for the Prescotts, too.
Okay. See, yeah, like the outside is fine. And I guess like a cafeteria would be okay. But I don't know. Obviously, they wouldn't put them in like bathrooms and stuff. But yeah, Pan Estates, he's working for the Prescotts. What is this?
There's more to David Madsen than meets the eye. He should finish this letter to Joyce.
Joyce, you know I'm not good at explaining myself or why I act the way I do sometimes. I only know that nobody has ever understood me the way you do. I would never do anything to hurt you or Chloe. Taking care of my family is my #1 mission. Yes, I overstepped bounds with the surveillance and suspicions, and I am truly sorry and ashamed. But there are dark things happening in Arcadia Bay that I have never told you. You're my wife and partner, and I know that we should have no secrets. I intend to tell you everything, but I want more proof. Like, you're making it worse for yourself. Just talk about it. Instead, a student almost committed suicide on my watch. You kicked me out of my favorite home, and my stepdaughter hates me. Please let me... Yeah. He's just digging a hole for himself. I do think that he genuinely has a good heart. I've never thought that he was maliciously evil to Chloe. I just feel like he really needs some help.
What the hell did David do for Nathan? And what did his dad do for David?
Mr. Madsen, thank you for your help with Nathan. It is appreciated best. It is kind of weird. He's tied into the Prescotts somehow. There's another gun missing?
Either Chloe stole another gun, or David is out there armed.
Okay, that's kind of strange.
Oh, jeez. David is packing up wedding stuff, too. Oh, that makes me sad.
It was so incredible to see William again. I wish Chloe could too.
Yeah.
I wonder if David is going to the party.
I would say yes, because he has a flyer in his garage. Wow, this is like really locked.
Whoa, that is a serious padlock on that locker. Hey David, what you hiding?
Seems a little more serious than even his gun cabinet. Alright, so last time I remember it being 7171, but I don't know if that will still be the combo here.
Yes,
Nice.
I knew that number would be important. Oh, maps, notes, coordinates, photos of Kate, Nathan. Oh, yes.
Kate Marshy knows something. Wow. Twin Peaks coordinates? Okay. Hey, that's us when he was beating up Warren. Whose truck is that? Rachel, pay up? Rachel, pay up. What is that? Oh, that's like graffiti maybe on the side. It's not actually on the photograph. Yeah, that's from the tree. So he has pictures of us now. Weird. Is this Warren's? No, Warren has like that car. Whose truck is that? Maybe it's Nathan's? The taillight was broken. What are all these? What is this? This is strange. Okay.
Score. Back to Chloe now.
He's obviously doing some like deep diving. I don't know what it means to say I just want more information before I can come clean and tell you. I feel like that doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand that.
It's amazing how much drama this living room has seen.
Yeah. Oh, we call Chloe. Okay.
Yo, Chloe! Are you ready yet? I have to get back to my dorm.
Are we happy?
Very happy. I hit the secret file jackpot. Kate, Nathan, and Rachel. Plus some location coordinates. David is like a one-man surveillance army. Now let's get the hell out of here before we get busted.
But I absolutely have to go see Kate in the hospital right now. I want to find out how she's doing. This is definitely Kate's floor.
Hospitals always freak me out.
I hear you. But imagine how Kate feels. I'm so glad I get to see her again. I hope it's not too weird for her.
No, she'll be stoked to see you. Who wouldn't be?
This be it. I'm a little nervous.
Just go in there and be your friend. I'll wait out here so you can chill by yourselves. I was a total dick for blowing a fuse when you answered Kate's call the other day. Good thing you ignored me. I had no idea what shit she was going through. And you saved her. Like me. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Chloe. But don't be sorry. We're all on the same team.
Team Max. Let Kate know we're gonna string Nathan up by his balls then.
Oh yes, I'm on it.
she looks happy.
Max,
Kate.
I thought I'd never see you again. I feel so ridiculous. I'm so sorry.
Kate, listen to me. You have nothing to be sorry about. Other people do. You do not know how happy I am to see you. You look awesome. Is it a stupid question if I ask how you're doing?
Now that you're here, I'm doing even better. I'm so grateful to you for coming up to the roof to talk me down. Max, I felt so lost and alone. When I saw how much you cared, how hard you were trying, you made me realize I wasn't alone. Thank you.
Kate, there are so many people who love you and want to help you.
I know. You should see all the letters and postcards. I gave most of the flowers to other patients here because they need them more than me. I'm keeping the balloons, though. One of the nurses gave me some pen and paper so I could do some drawings.
I love your illustrations.
They got kind of dark there for a while. But I have an idea for a new children's book about bullying. I was thinking of having some photographs in there, too.
I hope that's a subtle hint that you'll let me take the photographs for the book.
Was that subtle? You better take the pictures, Max. I'm going to be here for another day until my family comes out to visit.
How are they treating you?
Like they need to protect me forever. They're so upset, and I know they feel guilty even though they didn't do anything. I was surprised how many students from Blackwell wrote me. Daniel, Mr. Jefferson, even Victoria wrote me a very sweet note. And I believe she was being real.
Me too. I'm glad you believe again, Kate.
I'm working on it, Max. I just pray I can get this drawing right.
Oh. Wow. I'm glad that she's so upbeat about the letters that people are sending her and she didn't go the other way, which like I originally went when I started seeing everyone's signage and like all of the stuff that they were saying about Kate after everything that they had said to her literally the previous day. I was so hurt that like they were moments too late. They were way too late in helping her. And then to go and write on their boards how much they love Kate and all this stuff, it made me feel sad and sick. But seeing how Kate's responding to the letters, even from Victoria, is incredible. And it shows you how wholesome and how much of a kind soul Kate has. And how much I need to strive to be like her. To think about the positive side of things. And coming from someone that literally tried to kill themselves, this is such an incredibly uplifting message. And I'm just really, really happy to see that she's already gotten here. It's pretty amazing. I've never been so glad to see Chloe in my life. The second time I saw her blue hair and that beautiful pissed off face, I wanted to kiss her again. And I couldn't even tell her where I had been or why. It will be one more thing to alienate Chloe from me and the world. I had to get refocused on our search for Rachel. Chloe had been busy with her detective work while I was in my alternate timeline. It's pretty crazy. What are the pictures for this chapter? A bird's nest. I hope I didn't miss that. Okay.
Principal Wells knows how to step it up when he wants to.
I just want to express my deepest wish for a speedy recovery and that Blackwell Academy is united in prayers for your return. The student and faculty have organized a rally in your honor. I've never seen such an outpouring of academic and community support. I know my words may mean little for your circumstances, but it's important for you to know that we do care. That was really nice.
That is so sweet. Even Victoria signed. But not Nathan.
Yeah. I mean, he got expelled or suspended over all of it, so I'm not really surprised. Plus, he definitely did something to Kate in that moment.
Victoria Chase might be queen bitch, but she's not evil.
I know you hate me and you should, but I only want to see her smile again. Please let me know if you need anything. That's actually a really good letter. I know you hate me and you should, yeah. She gets it. That's my thing with Victoria. She knows that she's a bully. She knows that people hate her, but she's so self-absorbed that she doesn't care. I guess there's something we can talk to Kate about.
Kate, it is so good to hang out with you again.
Max, I owe you so much. And I can tell you want to talk to me about something.
I saw Victoria's letter. How does that make you feel?
Max, I know Victoria can be not nice, but I do believe in forgiveness and redemption. I might be naive, but I feel her struggle.
Me too.
Yeah.
I could have taken a picture of her covered in paint, but I didn't, and we had a genuine moment.
We all have our moments. Why do you think she acts so mean?
Yeah, because she's insecure.
She's insecure. If you're comfortable with yourself, you don't need to act superior.
Victoria
So
doesn't
true.
look like she has much to be insecure about.
If anybody could make Victoria see the light, it would be Kate Marsh.
No. I think it will take more than that, Max.
I always want to talk to you.
We missed our tea session this week.
That was so not cool. We need to plan, like, a tea shop tour of Portland.
Oh, yes. And you could bring Warren along, too.
Warren? No boys allowed.
What do you think of Warren?
Oh, smart and silly. He's got such a good heart. And he's a cutie pie. You know he likes you.
I'm going to the drive-in with him, so we'll see. With everything that's going on, a date seems weird.
No, you deserve that.
Kate Marsh, matchmaker. I'm glad somebody is looking out for my love life.
Even angels need angels, Max.
I want you to know I'm this close to getting all the info I need about Nathan.
Nathan Prescott has to pay for what he did. And we have to stop him from hurting anybody else.
Yeah.
Well, I did get his ass suspended, so that might be a start.
You did? Oh, right on, Max. I love how fearless you are. So what is going on with him now?
I think his family is totally protecting him. Or worse.
I never say this about people. But Max, there's something evil about the Prescotts. They have something to do with death.
We're going to stop him. I just have to find Nathan's room number, get inside, and get the clues I need.
Max, please let me help. I can get the number, and I'll text it to you, okay?
Of course, Kate. I can't do this without you.
Now it's time for Nathan to watch out for us.
I have to get back to our mission. You don't know how much it means to see you again.
I do. That's why I love you, Max. Thanks for taking care of my bunny. Tell Alice I'll see her soon.
Oh, her bunny's name is Alice. That's a really cute name for a bunny.
I don't think get well is quite apropos.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But I guess they wanted to get her balloons, and that's what was in the shop. Plus, like, I don't think there's a balloon that says, like, I'm happy you're here.
Thank you, sisters. You really saved Kate. It's amazing to just sit here quiet with Kate again. I don't think I'll ever know how much destiny I'm changing. But Whoever said we only have a single fate? Time travel is such a mindfuck.
I hate that hot dog thing. I'm glad that Kate's doing better. I don't know what the repercussions or consequences of her sending us the room number can be. Maybe it's just like a helpful thing, because how else would we get it? But I'm also nervous because I don't want Kate re-involved in all of this. I want her to just spend time healing. But maybe if she is a part of it, she'll feel more valuable to the cause of stopping Nathan Prescott. I just thought it was interesting that it like kicked off, and
If this gets Kate through the night, so be it.
said that there was going to be a consequence for that.
Those are nice flowers. And from Taylor? Wow, props to her.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Kate's happy rainbow flock.
I miss my banana. Oh, it's because it's like a monkey. Heart mustard. Bored cat. These are really cute. Where is she? Walk, walk. Here. Okay.
Good to see that Kate is still working on her book report.
Alright. I think that's everything in here.
That is so good to know that Kate is drawing again.
Yeah.
Thanks again for visiting me, Max.
Alright. Nothing in our journal about visiting her. Guess we just go now.
Well, how is she?
She's still Kate Marsh. Thank God.
I'm glad we came to see her.
Thanks for coming with me.
Now let's go pay a visit to Nathan Prescott. That little prick is not going to be glad when he sees us.
I feel like Chloe saying sorry for freaking out on us for texting Kate or answering the call was a really huge move. I don't know. I feel like through all of this, Chloe is softening a bit too, just by having Max as a friend. Shows you how being loved can help a person so much more than just being chastised all the time. Love goes farther. Love always is better.
Hey, Max. How you doing?
Oh, hi, Mr. Jefferson. I'm okay. And this is my friend Chloe.
Yo.
Chloe. Why isn't somebody as cool as you going to Blackwell?
I was way too cool for this school. It's a long story. In actual files here.
I can imagine. Max, are you sure that you're all right?
It's weird just being on campus like everything's normal.
I know, lame as it sounds, life has to go on.
I think there's too much going on in my life.
True.
On that note, Blackwell duty calls. Remember, I'm going to announce the winner of the Everyday Heroes contest tonight at the party, so I hope you'll be there to celebrate, even though I'm sorry you didn't enter a photo. I understand your reasons. You can't force an artist to work.
I feel like a total loser, but it's been a hard week to focus. No pun intended.
I'm proud of you for caring so much about a troubled friend, and I take hope in the fact that you have plenty of time to find your way. Just get in the habit of putting your work out there.
Thanks, Mr. Jefferson. I'll definitely be there tonight.
Me too. I'll be Max's date. You better dance with us at least once.
Nobody should have to see me dance. Plus, you don't want to watch the old hipster trying to keep up with the kids. I have some pride. Be seeing you.
Yes, you will.
Is she hitting on him?
Hot for teacher.
Oh my god.
Gross! You're out of control.
Not yet. Just wait until the Rager tonight.
Shut up.
Don't be jealous because Mark Jefferson thinks I'm cool.
I am so ignoring you.
Fine. Since I'm here, I'll see if I can get some dirt from Justin. Haven't talked to him in a while.
Now that is a great plan.
All right, so Chloe's going to talk to Justin.
Let's see if I can find out where Nathan is.
And we're going to try to find Nathan. Okay. Well, I think I'm probably going to stop here for the day. I think I've had enough time in the game. It's been so heavy that time really just kind of like flew by. It's definitely been a really heavy episode, but it's kind of like lightening up now. We're focusing more on the disappearance of Rachel and what happened to Kate, which is much easier to deal with. Even though it's still very heavy topics, it's so much easier to deal with than everything that we just went through with William and Chloe. Of course, it was much easier for me to explore David's garage since Joyce booted him out. That made Chloe more content than I've seen her since I've returned. I can definitely tell that Chloe has had a weight off of her shoulders not having David around. I think she can finally just kind of like breathe. She doesn't have someone that's being very aggressive at her doorstep all the time and literally in her house. And I get that. I still kind of feel bad for David, but he overstepped his authority, for sure. And it's so much easier to grab David's X-Files when he's not there. What are the coordinates about? I have no idea what that could even... I have no idea. After we gathered our new info, like Halloween treats, I loved watching Chloe go into Sherlock mode, while we examined all of the clues on our big old drawing board. Of course, we all know that she's more of a Dr. Watson. Right, elementary. Honestly, with all the impending doom and sadness, I felt so happy. Just to find myself back in action with my best friend and her butterfly blue hair. Hell yes. But first things first, I really had to go and see Kate. I never visited anyone in the hospital before, much less anyone who tried to commit suicide. So I was happy Chloe wanted to come along for support. The antiseptic smell and the endless white halls always get me weirded out. Or maybe I'm just projecting my own fear of mortality. When I saw Kate in her room, surrounded by cards, flowers, and balloons, all I could think of was when I first saw her, that last time, on the roof. Her face was so sad and sincere and helpless then, but now she's had more life in her than I had seen in a long time. She looks so happy. And it does take moments like this to realize how much you do want to live and hang on and make it, and to see how many people care. I mean, in a roundabout way that's a little bit messed up, it took this happening for Blackwell to realize that they can't sit there and bully kids down. It's so toxic. It almost led to one of the sweetest people that I have seen in this game so far trying to end her own life. I had no idea what to say to somebody in a situation like this. How are you after you almost jumped off a roof? Yeah, it's awful. But Kate's gentle spirit made it easy. I was overjoyed to see that she was drawing again and making plans for the future, including plans to get justice for what Nathan Prescott had done to her. Or what I call revenge. So it looks like we're definitely going after Nathan now. Trying to figure out what he's been up to, going for his phone to try to find messages, and I guess whatever we found in David's files, we'll go and research that too. I feel like I really don't understand a lot of this. And I don't know what he could possibly be talking about, saying, yes, there is a darkness at Blackwell, but why is he targeting what the darkness is doing to these girls? Instead of trying to figure out the outside picture, I think is why I'm so confused. Like 3:17 p.m. Blackwell Academy parking. Why does Kate need tabs on her like that? I just think it's very strange. Yeah, and like his Rachel Amber profile followed Rachel to Lighthouse, but there's no other information. There's nothing. There's literally, like, what is he thinking in his head? I just want to know. Tried to talk to Kate about the party. She got upset and ran. Guilty. Guilty of what? And then he's been keeping tabs on us. It makes me wonder if he thinks that we're the next target. Oh, it's so weird seeing the alternate timeline stuff in here too, mixed in. Yes, I overstepped bounds with the surveillance and suspicion, but I'm truly sorry and ashamed. Why would he be ashamed if there was reasoning behind it? You're my wife and partner. I know we should have no secrets. I intend to tell you everything, but I want more proof. Of what? Why? I don't understand. Instead, a student almost committed suicide on my watch. You kicked me out of my favorite home, and my stepdaughter hates me. It's like, I don't understand why he's just not spelling it out. It would solve all of this. He wouldn't have to get kicked out of his home if he could just justify what and why he was doing the things that he was doing. And now he's ripping his own family and life apart. And this entire last paragraph here is just some narcissistic stuff. Like, instead, someone tried to commit suicide on my watch, and I'm kicked out of my favorite home, and my stepdaughter hates me, and it's all woe is me, instead of doing what literally Chloe did before we went to go talk to Kate and saying, look, I'm sorry. I acted a certain way, and it's because I was being stupid. That's not, like, yeah, he kind of says, I overstepped my boundaries. I'm truly sorry and ashamed. But then he goes like down another rabbit hole of like, I'm kicked out of my house. And then he turns it and he flips it and he makes it seem like it's everyone else's problem that he's doing these things. And it's just, his mind is so jumbled up that I don't understand. And maybe it's because David is our person and he's trying to kind of like bring himself out of the guilty shoes that he's wearing and putting himself into the husbandly shoes, but he's so bent out of shape and feeling paranoid about everything because he's guilty. I don't know. And he's definitely working closely with the Prescotts, doing surveillance for them, has seen the ins and out of the operation, obviously, in order to put that surveillance camera up in there. And I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe he's the one that is going behind Principal Wells and deleting stuff from Nathan's profile so it makes him look like a better student. And that's why they said thank you. Or, I mean, he didn't report this. He didn't report Nathan wailing on Warren. Because we didn't hear anything about that in the principal's office. Just an alleged gun because Max brought it up once. He's definitely working for the Prescotts, which is also nerve-wracking a bit. And I have no idea what these coordinates could be too, but he's keeping surveillance of something over multiple periods of time, and it's very strange. It's weird. And also keeping tabs on Max now. It's very interesting. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just really glad that we're over that entire thing with William and Max and Chloe. It was so heavy. It was really, really heavy, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to keep pushing after that. I thought I was just going to sign off and be done with it, but I'm glad that I stuck it out and kept going with this episode, because now I'm finally getting back into the mystery portion of things, which has been really enjoyable for me, even though it is heavy because we're dealing with a girl's life here. But I want to get down to the bottom of this. I'm excited that we get to go snoop now in Nathan's room and possibly through his text messages. I am very, very, very interested to see what Nathan has been hiding and what we can find from his space. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.